With the anticipated changes in the curriculum from old to new, here is the new TOS, or Table of Specifications for the Licensure Examination for Professional Teachers or LEPT, effective March 2023 examinations. This new TOS is based on the Philippines Qualifications Framework Level 6. This presentation will give you the enhanced table of specifications for secondary examinees taking English as their field of specialization. The total number of items will still be 150 just the same. With regards to the difficulty level of the English Majorship exams, easy questions will have comprised the 30% of the exams are equivalent to 38 points. The largest volume, which is 50% or equivalent to 74 points of the items, will be coming from the moderate questions. And the difficult questions will consist of 38 points or equivalent to 20%. This will make a total of 150 points. In terms of the distribution of items or points in the Bloom's taxonomy, remember will be 12 points. Understand will be 26 points. Apply will be 74 points. Analyze will be 25 points. Evaluate will have 9 points and create will have 4 points. The topics and components will be composed of 3 main categories, which are the following: ATHEORITICAL Foundations of Language, Culture, Literacies, and Literature, such as Introduction to Linguistics, Language, Culture, and Society, Structure of English and Language Programs and Policies in Multilingual Policies constitute 25% or equivalent to 37 points. B. Literature that composes children and adolescent literature, mythology and folklore. Survey of literature of selected countries and contemporary, popular and emergent literatures will comprise 30% of the total items or equivalent to 45 points. And lastly, C. Methodology such as teaching and assessment of the macro skills, teaching and assessment of literature, language and literature learning materials development, speech and theater arts, language education research, literary criticism, stylistics and discourse analysis, campus journalism, technical writing, technology in language education, translation and editing text, English for specific purposes, remedial instruction and early intervention for language learning difficulties, and creative writing will occupy 45% of the total items are equivalent to 68 points. Let us enumerate the different competencies on each component topic. Let's start with ATHEORITICAL Foundations of Language, Culture, Literacies, and Literature. 1. Introduction to Linguistics. 1.1. Demonstrate knowledge and application of the structural aspects of language, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics, across languages and other related fields. 1.2. Apply theories, principles, and concepts of language, literacies and language use in specific contexts for language and literacy acquisition and learning in multilingual and multicultural societies. 1.3. Draw implications of the theories of linguistics, psycholinguistics, and sociolinguistics to language teaching and learning. 2. Language, Culture, and Society. 2.1. Demonstrate knowledge and application of the relationship of language, culture, and society in the perspective of English language teaching and learning. 2.2. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of language learning environments that regard to community contexts. 3. Structure of English. 3.1. Manifest knowledge and understanding of the grammatical concepts by being able to describe and analyze the form, meaning and use of various language structures. 4. Language programs and policies in multilingual policies. 4.1. Exhibit knowledge and understanding of language policies and programs that influences language teaching and learning in multicultural setting. 4.2. Show knowledge, understanding, and skills in designing and developing basic language programs in multilingual and multicultural societies. B. Literature. 1. Children and adolescent literature. 1.1. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of children literature and adolescent literature. 1.2. Apply concepts, principles, methods and strategies in teaching literacy skills using varied children and adolescent literary texts. 2. Mythology and folklore. 2.1. Demonstrate knowledge and principles of mythology and folklore from different countries. 3. Survey of literature of selected countries. 3.1. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of literature of the following countries. 3.1.1. Philippine Literature in English 3.1.2. Afro-Asian Literature 3.1.3. English and American Literature 3.2. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of literatures from different countries in order to gain insights into other people's philosophy, culture, religions, beliefs, needs and aspirations. 3.3. Demonstrate understanding and knowledge in preparing annotated reading lists of selected literary pieces from different countries. 3.4. Exhibit skills in analyzing and appreciating the outstanding characteristics of literature of different countries. 4. Contemporary, popular and emergent literatures. 4.1. Apply knowledge and skills of analyzing and evaluating critical issues in contemporary, popular and emergent literature and their relevance in the teaching-learning process. 4.2. Use various methods of literary analysis.
C. Methodology 1. Teaching and assessment of the macro skills. 1.1. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of the nature of the fine language components and the theoretical bases, principles, methods, in teaching them. 1.2. Apply basic concepts, principles, and methods in language teaching and assessment of language proficiency following the rules of grammar. 2. Teaching and assessment of literature. 2.1. Show knowledge and understanding of the nature of literature and the theoretical basis, principles, methods, and strategies in literature teaching and assessment. 2.2. Demonstrate knowledge of the categories, types/genres of literature and its relevance in the teaching-learning process. 3. Language and literature learning materials development. 3.1. Apply knowledge of principles and processes in developing various types of contextualized and localized teaching and learning materials. 3.2. Apply knowledge of principles and processes in developing, implementing, and evaluating instructional materials in print and non-print form of language, literacy and literature instruction. 3.3. Apply technology for designing and developing teaching and learning materials for hybrid learning. 4. Speech and theater arts. 4.1. Demonstrate knowledge and application of oral communication, various forms of speech arts from public speaking, group discussion, debate, oral interpretation, and dramatics in English language teaching and learning. 5. Language education research. 5.1. Identify pressing issues and problems in language teaching and learning. 5.2. Apply principles and approaches in research to find answers to questions in language and literature teaching and learning. 6. Literary criticism. 6.1. Demonstrate knowledge and applications of the basic approaches to problems in critical theory from the classical to modern times as applied to literary works. 6.2. Draw implications of literary criticism and critical theory in English language and literature teaching. 7. Stylistics and discourse analysis. 7.1. Demonstrate knowledge of the literary, scientific, and technical aspects of language and texts through stylistic analysis and discourse analysis. 7.2. Use the conceptual framework and schema of linguistics and literature in understanding literary language. 8. Campus journalism. 8.1. Apply concepts, principles, and strategies in creative writing for traditional and new media. 9. Technical writing. 9.1. Demonstrate proficiency in the written communication by writing and revising different technical reports. 9.2. Show technical and scientific writing skills necessary for co-function and communication across disciplines. 10. Technology in language education. 10.1. Demonstrate knowledge and skills in the design, production, utilization and evaluation of ICT materials for teaching and learning. 11. Translation and editing text. 11.1. Show knowledge and understanding of basic theories, principles, methods and approaches as applied to the writing and editing of various types of texts. 11.2. Apply principles and strategies in translating texts of various types from English to another language or from other Philippine languages to English. 12. English for specific purposes. 12.1. Apply content-based principles and strategies in developing language proficiency for specific discipline. 13. Remedial instruction and early intervention for language learning difficulties. 13.1 Show competence in employing approach, strategies and techniques in organizing, designing, implementing and evaluating remedial and early intervention programs in language and literacy across the discipline. And 14. Creative writing. 14.1 Apply theories, concepts, principles and techniques in creative writing to include biographical sketches, fiction, creative nonfiction, and poetry. So, these are all the competencies needed to be mastered along the English Majorship examinations. Good luck!
With these new set of table of specifications, I hope everyone who will be taking the licensure examinations come March 2023 will be guided accordingly. Comprehensive and holistic preparations are necessary to secure the much-dreamed about LPT PIN and PRC license card as a professional teacher in the Philippines. If in case you missed the enhanced TOS or new table of specifications for general education and professional education for both elementary and secondary, please check the description of this video for the links for direction. Kindly share this information to your colleagues under the new curriculum, who are also aspiring to get their license. Please be guided accordingly.
Thank you so much for watching. Before leaving, please do click the like, subscribe and get notified buttons.